Thank you for joining the ELS webinar series. We are happy to share the webinar series for students. For more videos, kindly visit our website www.els.in. We at ELS India, headquartered in Chennai with branches spread over pan-India, offer quality education counseling to fulfill student study abroad dreams. Today we are glad to have Dr. Guru from University of Dayton, who currently chairs the ECE department. Dr. Guru has gotten several awards for his excellence in the field of electronics. He has more than 150 publications in thin films for electronics, photonics, energy and sensors. Dr. Guru today will talk about the dual degree program in engineering offered by University of Dayton, one of the top ranked national universities in USA. With no further ado, I welcome Dr. Guru to take it from here. Thank you.
So let me give you an overview of our department. Our department offers ABET accredited electrical engineering and computer engineering degrees. ABET is the accreditation body for engineering and technology programs in the US. We also offer MS in electrical engineering and MS in computer engineering as well. We have a PhD program in electrical engineering and computer engineering. So currently our undergraduate enrollment is about 350 students and 18 faculty, including electro-optics faculty. In fact, electro-optics and photonics will become a separate department starting next year. But they will still be tenured in our department. They will still continue to be joint faculty with us. So the graduate program, and many of you are probably interested in the graduate program, we have about 187 master's students and 67 PhD students. So what is unique about our program is primarily the industry partnerships that we have. So for example, we have a robotics concentration in collaboration with Motoman Yashikawa, robotics company. Electrical Energy Systems is in collaboration with GE, Electric Power Integrated Systems Center, which is a research center located in our campus. It's a $60 million research facility. In electro-optics, as I mentioned, we are connected to electro-optics programs. Many of our faculty are part of it. It was a program started by our department and physics department together. So it is a multidisciplinary program. It's a graduate program. So we are preparing our students for the graduate focus area of electro-optics through our concentration. This is also, electro-optics deals with lasers and optoelectronics, which is a very, very hot area right now. So there's a lot of industry collaboration in that area as well. There are excellent job, co-op, and graduate school placements. Our placements are over 95% last 6-7 years. Okay. And we do have a well-structured co-op program. The co-op is basically a program that allows students to work in industry. You can actually get some experience. It's a paid experience, and foreign students can also be part of the co-op program too. Okay. One other unique experience at the University of Dayton is the multidisciplinary design experience through industry-funded design projects. So these are projects funded by the industry through our Innovation Center. So our final year students, undergraduate students, they work on industry-funded projects. We are currently running 55 projects. There are companies like Emerson, GE, Boeing, BMW, Johnson & Johnson, Ethicon, Endosurgery, Honda, a lot of big companies and also small companies that participate in this program. And there are about 55 projects right now this semester, and we typically run about 100 projects each year. And these are all industry funded. They have to pay money to run their projects through our Innovation Center. And students work in a multidisciplinary team, so each team will have an electrical engineering student, a computer engineering student, and a mechanical engineering student. and they solve industry problems. There's also quite a lot of industry-funded research projects. Sony, Samsung, TI, Cisco, L3, Ball Aerospace, Boeing are some of the companies that are part of it right now. We also have a very strong industrial advisory committee for strategic planning of our department. This includes General Electric's Chief Technology Officer, and there are several folks, really top folks who are graduates from our program. They come back and work with us on strategic planning. So here's an overview of our department. We have three major areas, and one of them is the signals and systems, which includes robotics. And I mentioned we have collaboration with the Motor Man Robotics Company. So they have invested about $1 million in our Motor Man Robotics Lab. And Professor Raul Ordonez is the one who leads that effort. Embedded data processing, this is directed by Eric Balster and Frank Scarpino. So they primarily work with the Air Force Research Labs. They actually have a group of folks working there to support unmanned aerial vehicle missions and things like that. So the focus is on FPGAs, field programmable gate arrays, which are basically you can program the functionality of the chips anytime. It's on the fly, and so that's what they're using, reconfigurable computing, basically. Professor Keigo Hirakawa is a color science expert, and so by taking camera pictures, he actually enhances the pictures and makes them pleasing to the eyes. Sony and Cisco and now Samsung is also one of the major supporters for him. Russ Hardy works with image processing and including biomedical imaging, and he has developed a FlyerScan CT module which takes CT images, computer tomography images, and automatically identifies cancerous nodules of the lung. He also works with the L3, the infrared camera maker, and he's an expert in image restoration, bringing out images that are basically noise filled. He can improve the signal to noise ratio and capture images. Computer Vision Lab is a center of excellence funded by the state of Ohio. Professor Vijay Nasari is an Ohio Research Scholar Professor. He has several projects, including one by Pipeline Research Council. So they're actually monitoring the pipeline infrastructure. So typically the monitoring is done through small planes and UAVs. So there's a lot of video data that comes into this lab, and so they have to analyze it very, very quickly and make sure there's no security threats. Electrical energy systems is a newly evolving area with the GE Epicenter right here in our campus. So GE has also funded us a new endowed professor called the GE Epicenter Professor. And we are in the final stages of hiring that world-class faculty. And so this is going to evolve very rapidly too. So here's the GE Epicenter. This building is a headquarters for GE Aviation Power Business. And it houses the system integration capabilities. So basically they can design and also build and test complete power systems for the entire airplane. So they're actually involved in the 777X power system development and backup power system development right now. It's a unique facility. It's with hardware in the loop capability. It opened into 2013. And as I mentioned, the GE Epicenter Professor search is currently underway, and we are in the final stages. Sensors and devices is the second area, which has a center of excellence for distributed sensing, This is also called as the MUMA Radar Lab. So if you Google MUMA Radar Lab, you can actually see the details. It is funded by the state of Ohio. Professor Mike Wicks is also a Ohio Research Scholar Professor. What we have done is create a unique radio frequency-based tomography lab. So we can do imaging. We can actually, for example, 3D printing. During the 3D printing, we can figure out if there are any defects in the parts and things like that using the radio frequency imaging. We have some unique capabilities where it's a playground for radio frequency and microwave testing. With the Air Force Research Labs, we actually have a very strong radio frequency, microwave, and electro-optics devices. So including myself and Bob Pino, Partha Banerjee, Andrew Saring, and Shivan Zahn, we do quite a lot of research. I still do research. I still have an active research group working in the Air Force Research Labs. Dr. Vamsi Chodavarapu is creating a new integrated microsystems lab. So the focus is on MEMS and sensors and electronics, all of them integrated on single chip. So he has partnership with several foundries. So this is an industry-focused activity. So we are creating a center of excellence for microsystems. We also have a clean room. We can make devices. The one on the right-hand corner, this one is a variable capacitor device. This is actually my own invention. So we can make devices such as these, and the smallest line here is about 5 micrometer. And just to give you an idea, our hair is about 100 micrometer average diameter. So we can make very tiny devices on 4-inch wafers. The Center of Excellence for Thin Film Research and Surface Engineering is something that I had created at the University of Dayton, collaboration with faculty who are working in thin films. So we have faculty from physics and biology and materials science and engineering and University of Dayton Research Institute, part of this Center of Excellence for Thin Films. So just recently, in 2015, we were notified that we are the #1 Hidden Gem Index winner in electrical and communication engineering. This is for undergraduates. So it was very nice to be recognized from this College Recruiter magazine. They basically survey industries and find out which university produces industry-ready graduates. So we came up #1 among schools that are not well known. So everybody knows Stanford and MIT produce excellent graduates, but the other schools are the ones they were targeting in this case. Also, Emerson Innovation Center opened in our campus in December 2015. So this is a picture of the building just a couple of months ago. In fact, official opening ceremony is this month, end of April. So, this center will house a smart home, and this will be a test bed for all the sensors that are developed by Emerson. So this is also a unique facility that's available for us. Computing systems area is the third area, which is also basically computer engineering. We do have, I already talked about the Vision Lab, Embedded Systems Lab, and the two other labs are the High Performance Computing Lab. In fact, we just received an award recently from Air Force Office of Scientific Research. We're getting a 787 core supercomputer, basically funded through a research instrumentation program. Neuromorphic computing is imitating the function of brain. So this is something we're actually building circuits using memristor technology, and Professor Taha is leading that effort, and I'm also supporting in the fabrication of the memristors. Okay, so the other unique opportunity with the University of Dayton is the University of Dayton China Institute. This is actually located in Suzhou Industrial Park. It is the size of Dayton, about 110 square miles. And I would say it's the size of any mid-sized Indian city too. There are about 4,000 companies there, and over a third of world's Fortune 500 companies are there, including some Indian companies. I know Lakshmi Machine Works, they have a plant there in Suzhou, and there's other Indian companies too. So we are located right in the heart of the industrial park. We have a 5-story building, and we do have courses offered throughout the year, so you can actually spend a semester there. In fact, this summer, for the first time, we are offering graduate courses there. So our students can actually go there and stay there and take classes taught by our faculty. So it provides an immersive experience as well as some industry tours and some cultural immersion tours as well. So here's our ECE Research Lab contact information, and each of our labs are listed here with the faculty. So if any of you are interested in additional information, you can contact me, or you can contact the faculty directly too. So I know most of you will have questions, where are our alumni going to work? And they actually go all over the country. And so, alumni from Asian origin, there are recent graduates are working in GE, Intel, Cummins, Rockwell Collins, and many other companies too. So there's, you can go anywhere, basically. That's and UD also has career fairs where we typically get more than 175 companies. They come and recruit in UD. So they basically have a career fair in the UD Arena, a stadium, basically a basketball stadium. So they, it's very well attended by companies, and it's a great opportunity for our students to interact with the companies. So just a general overview of our university. We are a top-tier doctoral level research university, and we are actually one of the leading universities in engineering. We are a private Catholic institution located in Ohio. The city of Dayton is also known for its friendliness and as well as innovation. And most of you may know that Wright brothers were born here in Dayton. So in fact, the first flight was actually done here in Dayton more than 100 years ago. And so Wright Brothers Institute, there's Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, so there's a lot of Wright State University is also named after the Wright brothers. So there's quite a lot of history in Dayton in aviation. Our university has about 11,368 students right now from 60 plus countries, and 15 to 1 student to faculty ratio with an average class size of about 27. We do have 80 academic programs and 5 accredited divisions. We have College of Arts and Sciences, which has computer science. Our computer engineering program is actually a joint program between our department and computer science. School of Business Administration also has an MIS program, which is of interest to our Indian students, Management Information Systems, which also has a cybersecurity focus too. School of Education and Health Sciences, we do have a physiotherapy program, and all the way up to doctoral level. And of course, School of Engineering is a very strong professional school, and then School of Law is another professional school. So here's an overview of all the undergraduate programs. College of Arts and Sciences has all the sciences and arts related programs. And you can see computer science there too, and computer information systems. There's electronic media, journalism, all kinds of programs. We also have a pre-medicine program too, which will allow pre-medicine or pre-dentistry, so you can join medical programs after the undergraduate program. School of Business, I talked about it a little bit. The management information systems may be of interest. Entrepreneurship program is actually one of the top programs in the country. And School of Education and Health Sciences, there's exercise physiology and physical therapy and so on. And teacher education is also a big program here too. And School of Engineering has chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. And students can also come in as Discover Engineering and choose any of the engineering programs. We also have an engineering technology program, which is not math heavy, so it's actually more hands-on. It's for students. You know, it's not really the engineering level. It is like a technician level program, maybe slightly above the technical level, technician level program. These are called as technologists. So they have some engineering foundation, but a lot of practical hands-on experience. So we do have a bachelor's plus master's program, which allows our students to take 6 credits of graduate courses for their undergraduate program, and it'll double count as for the graduate program too. So many of these programs do have the bachelor's plus master's degree. So typical master's degree is about 30 credit hours, and some of the programs are 33 credit hours, like computer science is 33 credit hours. Our programs in engineering are 30 credit hour based, so 10 courses. If you don't need to do a thesis, basically you can take 10 courses and you will get your master's degree. Typical length is about 2 years, but you can actually try to finish it within a year and a half too. We do offer courses in the summer, fall, and spring, so there's a lot of course availability throughout the year. The application deadlines for fall term, May 1 is absolute drop dead deadline because for international students it does take a longer time to process the applications. So it'll be better to apply way before May 1st if possible. Spring term is November 1. Again, we recommend you to apply way before. Summer term, also you can start in summer term, and you know, we do process applications throughout the year, so you can apply anytime when you have all your documents ready. Okay, so application requirements, you can go online. You have to apply online at the www.udayton.edu. Apply international. There is, for undergraduate students, there's an essay requirement, a letter of recommendation, an official copy of transcripts, and financial documentation too. And TOEFL score is, I think it's 90 or 80 for undergraduate students. And you could also have equivalent IELTS score as well. I think it's 6.5 actually, yeah, 6.5. So for undergraduates, the ACT or SAT scores are encouraged. These are the common tests that are taken by U.S. students. The scholarship is one of the most affordable private universities. The innovative and transparent tuition plan gives full disclosure of costs. So for a student who is entering into our program, the tuition is exactly the same for all 4 years. So it is a fixed tuition. There's no increases. So the university covers the increases through scholarships, and more than 90% of students receive financial assistance. Incoming first-year students will automatically be considered for a merit scholarship, including international students, as part of the application review process. Okay, so that's basically what I have, and I will open up for question and answers, and I'm sure you may have some questions for me.
Thank you, Dr. Guru.
You're welcome.
This was a wonderful session. Next, we'll have the questions. So the first question I have over here is that a student from Surya Pratap Rana. I'm
Mhm.
interested in details of nano and microtechnology field.
Okay. So the nano and micro electronics, in our department, it falls under the sensors and devices, and we have the nanofabrication facility. It's called the NEST, Nano Engineering Science and Technology. So we have a clean room. We can basically fabricate any kind of device and circuits. We also have all the characterization capabilities, including SCM, TEM, and X-ray diffraction measurements, and so all kinds of advanced tools for characterization. So we do have a very strong research program too in that area. There's a lot of sensor development, so that's one of our major strengths is the sensors. We're involved in various sensor development with industries as well as with Air Force research labs too.
Thank you.
So does he want to know what type of courses available? There are several courses available. We have Intro to Nanotechnology at the undergraduate level and Advanced Nanotechnology at the undergraduate level. Graduate level, there's nanoelectronics, there's advanced photovoltaics, there's microelectronic devices, there's thin films for electronics, photonics, and sensors course. There's about half a dozen courses in nano and microelectronics.
Okay, thank you, sir. So we
Sure.
raise the next question. Is there biotechnology engineering in University of Dayton?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So bioengineering is a program. We have it at the master's level. So it can be taken by any engineering student as long as they have some prerequisites in biology, introduction to biology, and I think they do have bridging courses where if you don't have any biology background, they have an intro to bioengineering course that they can take. So yes, there is a bioengineering master's degree available in the School of Engineering. And our own department, we are involved in some biosensors, image processing, for medical applications, and also there's a new effort on human performance sensing that I'm also involved in. We're developing wearable sensors for human performance and measurements and enhancement.
Same question from Mr. Prakashuni again. I have got a SAT score of 1486. Is that good enough to get into University of Dayton?
Yeah, so I think it's a good score. Yes. So our average SAT score is about 1300, I would say, in engineering. So definitely, yes, it's a good score.
Thank you, sir. Next question is, do you have aircraft maintenance engineering for UG? This is from Mr. Balaji.
No, we have an aerospace systems concentration in the mechanical engineering department. So it is nothing to do with aircraft maintenance. So it is an aerospace engineering concentration, basically, in the mechanical engineering department. There's a graduate level specialization in aerospace engineering. We do have some flight simulator. Actually, one of the most advanced flight simulators is available in our mechanical engineering department. So this is, I forgot the name. It's a British company. So we are the only one of two universities in the U.S. that has this advanced flight simulator system where you can design your own plane and fly it too. Maybe that's so we don't have a maintenance type of program now.
Thank you, sir. Next question, we have Mr. Jabbat. He has a question. Can you give details about the Discover Engineering?
Yeah, Discover Engineering is basically for students who are not sure which type of engineering program they would like to to major in. So they join us as Discover Engineering students, and then they go through some seminars given by all the departments, and then they can choose, what type of engineering they would like to get into. So by second year, everybody has to declare their major. So at least the first year, they can be a Discover Engineering major, and they can try to find what suits their interests better.
Thank you, sir. Next question I have from Satish Ram. Can you explain about material engineering?
Yes, material engineering is a master's and PhD program, and so it is part of a chemical and materials engineering department. Again, it's also an interdisciplinary program, so we say there are several faculty in our department too who are working in materials engineering. So the focus in the materials engineering department is composites, fuels, polymers and things like that. So anything to do with the electronic materials and devices are pretty much done in our department. We also have a Center of Excellence for battery. This has become a Ohio Center of Excellence, but that actually comes in our department. So overall, yes, we do have our university is number 2 in materials research because of University of Dayton Research Institute. We have quite a lot of materials engineering activities, and we do about $90 to $95 million a year in research in materials engineering. So we're actually number 2 in the country in materials engineering. So very strong.
Thank you, sir. So next question is, this is non-academic, but what are the, I'm pursuing I finished my 12th standard. I'm doing my 3 years program is possible to take, and he's done 3 years, his program he's doing. So from 3rd year, can he transfer to our school, is what he's asking.
Yes, it is possible. I think we do have such programs. We have a 2+2 program. We have a 3+2 program where they can get their master's degree with us, and they can get their undergraduate degree in their home institution. So yes, I mean transfer is definitely possible. Yes.
So transfer of courses is definitely, and transfer of credit, is it possible?
Yeah. So based on the undergraduate, we definitely look for a good score. So if the scores are above what we consider as C grade, I think they are transferable. So anything that's very poor, we may have to ask the student to repeat the courses.
Thank you, sir. So next question is that fee structure for undergrad computer science programs, sir.
Okay, so typical undergraduate tuition is roughly about $1,300 per credit hour. But then you're only paying for 12 credit hours, and you can take up to 18 credit hours. So you basically get 33% discount that way. But then you also have, most eligible students will get some form of scholarship, and I don't know, depending on the students, undergraduate or high school performance, as well as the admission scores and things like that, they are eligible for scholarships. So I would say, yeah. So typically about $30,000 per year will be the tuition.
All right.
Without any scholarship. So if you have about $10,000 in scholarship, then it becomes only $20,000 per year.
So you're saying that international students are eligible for getting scholarship?
Yes, yes. Our university process, basically for local students as well as international students, is the same fee structure. So the tuition is exactly the same for everyone, and we also consider international students for scholarships too.
So next, another question from Mr. Prakash is that are companies coming into University of Dayton for internship programs, sir?
Yes, so co-ops and internships are kind of clubbed together. internships are not officially run by the university. So majority of the internships are actually, just between the company and students, and the university doesn't really follow up. But co-ops are run through our university system. So students who are taking co-op, are participating in the cooperative education, they do have to go through our co-op office, and there's a review of the students' performance by the industry folks given to the co-op office too. So it is a very formal program. The co-op program is formal, but the internship is not.
Thank you. Next, I have a question is that what are the subject requirements for pre-dentistry, sir?
For what? For
pre-dentistry.
Oh, pre-dentistry. Okay. Basically, high school math, I guess, and sciences, physics, chemistry, and biology. I think our Indian students will have all those prerequisites. That should not be a problem.
Next question I have is what is the average ACT score requirement to get into your college? This is from Mr. Balaji.
Yeah, average, I would say about 30 in ACT, especially in engineering. So it is slightly higher than other units. So I would say 30 is the average. I say the ACT score.
Thank you, sir. Next question is, this is a little general, between quite a few of them are asking, what is the average cost of undergrad program it generally cost for a student? Would it cost for completing a program?
Yeah, so our typical tuition without any scholarship is about $30,000 per year. Okay, so you can take up to 36 credit hours in that cost. And so our typical undergraduate program requires 125 credits. Engineering is about 130, 135. Engineering is the most, credit hour intense. So you can calculate about 4 times 30,000, so it's about $120,000 without any scholarship. So if you do have some scholarship, then it'll get less. So I'm just talking about, the maximum is about $120,000 for the 4-year program.
Nice.
Tuition. And then living expenses, typically, if you're living off campus, I think about $500, $600, maybe more than sufficient, I think. If you're rooming with other students, if you're staying on campus, I think about $1,000 a month will be necessary.
Thank you, sir. I think so. This is right now based on the list. I think this is going to be the last question. Do you have psychogenics in your department, sir? Mechanical engineering student. We have psychogenics.
I don't think so. We do have some biomechanics type of activities, but I don't think we have anything psychogenics. But we do have some like brain signal analysis type of work in our department, the vision lab. So they actually are trying to read the brain waves and figure out, if there's a way to non-intrusively detect somebody's intentions.
Thank you, sir.
Or somebody's stress level and all those things, I guess.
So we have another question which has just come up. So what is the cost of medical program, and what is the minimum score to get a scholarship to medical program, sir?
Yeah, UD does not have a medical program, so we only have the pre-medicine program. So again, the cost is the same as I mentioned, about $30,000 per year. Tuition without any scholarships, but if you have scholarships, it'll reduce. The medicine here is different. You have to have an undergraduate degree before you get into medicine. So the medicine UD actually, majority of students who go through our pre-medicine program, they do get medical admissions. About 70% or so, go on to medical schools all over the country. But the medical school is very expensive, so it's, I'm thinking at least $50,000-$60,000 a year in tuition alone.
Thank you, sir. We have another question just come up, sir. Can I join a diploma in aviation? This is a question asked by Imran Mohammed, sir.
Yeah, there is no diploma, but we do have an aerospace engineering concentration. So there's, it is part of the mechanical engineering department. So I guess, if you already have a degree, you want to take some, like a certificate or something like that. I'm not sure if there's any certification programs available. I need to check on that one. But there are courses available in aerospace engineering, yes.
So we have a parent over here who has a specific question that is there a scholarship for a student who participates in international competition of NASA, and if we are in one of the competition, is there a scholarship? Basically, so are we giving any, if they participate in a NASA competition, are they going to be eligible for getting some scholarship? Is the kind of question the student is raising. So.
Well, I'm not sure we have any specific scholarships for students participating in a competition. We have to evaluate the students' academic transcripts, and so, if the students' academics are very strong, then I think that's the main criteria. I don't think there's any special consideration for competitions and things like that.
Thank you, sir. So a couple more questions, sir. One question, are we giving out conditional acceptance for students with the language barriers, weaker English language and this thing? Yeah,
so there are conditional admission possible if the English requirements are met. So UD may actually ask the students to be part of the English program, ELS, right? Something like that. Or what is it? Yeah, intensive English program that's at the University of Dayton. Yes, that is possible.
Thank you, sir. I think so. Sir, we are done with the questions right now. If anybody else has any questions from the participants, they can. Sir, can they be in touch with you via email, sir?
Sure. Yep. I do have my email listed on the first page or second page. So yeah, they can contact me by email.
Thank you, sir. So thank you for the session. So ELS would like to thank everyone for their participation. Also, a recorded copy of the session will be shared for your reference. And for more details about the webinar series, please visit our website, els.in. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, everybody.
Thank you, Amsi. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.